Hey, welcome back. So we're going to start in on a very common pattern in Firebase, and that's the concept of having like a path and then a lot of repeated fields in there. So you keep like all your objects of a certain type in a path. The app we're going to make is called Movie Quotes. So here it says Firebase is cool as a movie quote, but you can see typically it's a quote. I'm going to make an offer I can't refuse from The Godfather, and then there's a lot of them, so it's a repeated list. A lot of these slides were made by Tyler Rockwood. You'll see his name in places. So I just thought I'd give credit to him right up front. He's actually working at Firebase now, which is kind of cool. So let's start off with, instead of a demo, here's what you're supposed to learn. I know students love learning objectives, so you can read your learning objectives of what I'm hoping you will learn. Let's start off with a demo. So the app we're going to make is called Movie Quotes. So I'll just kind of bring it up over here. So the idea with movie quotes is I've got a couple in this database. I've got Yo Adrian from Rocky, and then Firebase is cool. You can obviously delete things, so Firebase is cool was not really a movie quote, so it's out. And you can add things. Change my scale here so it fits on the screen a little bit better. So let's just make a quote. Everything is awesome, right? So a good Lego movie quote. And when you hit update, what that does is it pushes it to your Firebase, and then it actually adds the quote to your screen and you can see it. So that's cool. That's great. It's backed up everywhere, you know it. But we're actually going to do a little bit more than that this time. So let's watch it in the Forge. So if I bring my Forge up here, you can see that the one got added. So whenever I add something, so I'll add "As You Wish" from The Princess Bride. I was going to type, "My name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die," but that's kind of long. So you can see the things show up in the Forge, which is kind of cool. Also, if you delete something from the Forge, so if I delete it from the Forge here, it just goes away over my app, which is neat. We're going to do a step better than that, though. We're also going to make a web client. You're not going to make it, but you're going to copy in the code, and then you're going to make sure it works, right? And so from the web client, what you can do, where do I want to put this guy? I'll put him up here. Make him a little narrower so I can see both. So if I add a quote from here, this one I'll tell you what, I can copy paste from the internet. So I'll say, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." You probably don't know that because you're too young and I'm too old, but that's a popular quote from The Princess Bride. And when I say add from this website, you can see it gets added there. Another thing that's neat is you can also edit quotes, so you can edit them from the website. You can also edit them from the app. But one thing that we're doing that's neat is if you kind of watch the word Princess Bride here, I'll just kind of put on some exclamation points. You can see that we're actually modifying it like on a character by character basis, which is kind of fun. So that's just something that we thought we would throw in just because it's neat to do. You can also edit it from the website here. So if I just wanted to add "prepare to die" exclamation point, you can see that I'm changing this inside the iOS app, and it's updating everywhere else. So it's updating this website. It's also updating my Forge. Bring my Forge up here. It's editing them just like character by character, which is just kind of fun, right? So if I take things out, so if I say "The Princess Bride," ... you can see that it's just updating there. So it's a neat app. You can see this pattern of kind of like this repeated data pattern where things are in quotes, and this live updates and using Firebase's real-time database. It's going to be a neat project. So come back next time and we'll start setting up the back end. See you then.